Anybody want to ask me any questions? Yes.
The child family credits really helped save my daughter's family during COVID. Is there any possibility of bringing those back?
That is one of what I didn't get into, what I plan on doing next time out. We're going to bring back the child tax credit to cut child poverty in half. And by the way, it grows the economy. When women are able to go to work knowing they can have a safe place for their children, it grows the economy. In terms of education as well, by the way. We're in a situation where, think about it, you know, a lot of people haven't had the advantage others have had. They may come from a home that doesn't have the same background, doesn't have the same educational background, doesn't have books in the house. All the studies show, for example, if a child comes from a broken home where there are no books in the house and mom or dad are having real trouble, they're going to hear a million fewer words spoken, not different words, total words spoken than a kid come from a middle-class household. A million. And they start off way, way behind. But what we found out with significant studies being done, that if in fact you have a circumstance where you start a kid in preschool at age 3, 4, and 5, they have a 50% better chance, 50% of them go on to go all through 12 years and on to college, if in fact they have that chance. And it doesn't cost as much. How the hell can we lead the world if we don't have the best infrastructure in the world, we don't have the best education in the world, we don't have the best taxes, and so on. And the other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about it down in Vegas, is that we're going to also make sure that we deal with all those things that affect people's daily lives. Look, you know, I come from a house, and I'll end with this. I come from a household where we lived in a 3-bedroom house. We weren't poor, but my dad, I guess we're technically lower middle class income. We never thought of ourselves that way. But we lived in a decent house, a 3-bedroom house, split level home with 4 kids and a grandpa living with us. And you know, but there wasn't, on the trickle-down economics, you know, everybody talks about, not a whole hell of a lot ever trickled down on my dad's kitchen table. My dad used to say, for real, not a joke, my dad used to say, Joey, a job's about a lot more than a paycheck. It's about your dignity. It's about respect. For real. For real. It's about being able to look your kid in the eye and say, honey, everything's going to be okay. Well, that's what we're working on. We're building this economy from the middle out and the bottom up. When that happens, everybody does well, including the wealthy. And by the way, I'm a capitalist. If you can make $1 million or $1 billion, go make it. Just pay your fair share of taxes. Okay? By the way, you know, we have, in the United States of America, we have 1,000 billionaires now. Since 1,000 was 740 when it was before the pandemic. Now it's 1,000. And guess what happened? You know what their average tax rate is, federal tax rate? 8.3%. I plan on raising it, and we're going to get it done if you give me a Democratic Congress, to 25%. That's all, 25%. And by the way, guess what that will do? That'll raise $400 billion over 10 years. And imagine what you're doing with child care, health care, and so many other things. Quick question then.
I want to ask you, because I know you're going to win. I want you, when you win, please support the registry. It's a law that just needs to be adjusted and will help 8 million immigrants, because, you know, immigrants are the base of this country. The registry.
All right.
It's a law, it's already 80 years old, needs to be adjusted. Hasn't been adjusted for the last 40 years. So when you become the president, you will. I want you to.
By the way, get her phone number. I'll call you, okay? No, I'm serious. Okay? All right? I know. I got to go. Anyway.
We love you, President.